Hey everyone, welcome to this video tutorial for Photoshop. I'm using CS5, but this technique will work on previous versions. Okay, the image I've got was found on morgfile.com. I will post the link in the description. The username who done this photo was Inatashko, and the image is a free to use image, so you can use this image for corporal work or anything like that. It's a free to use image, you can use it for anything. Anyway, so I'm just going to show you a few techniques using this image. If you zoom in, you can see that it's quite blurred, and I've done this purposely because here's the original, very crisp and clear, and here's just say that you got a crap camera or you moved and jogged the camera and say this is the image that you took. So you're not happy with that. I've blurred this up purposely, but say this is your image that you've taken. Yeah, it looks quite poor, and you want to get some quality back into your image. You want to sharpen it up and sharpen the pixels. So what you can do is a few modes just to bring this back, and this is what I use to bring quality or sharpen up an image. Okay, let's duplicate the blurred layer. So the first things first is one of my favourite filters, which is high pass. I have used it in previous videos. I'm going to use a radius of 4.3. You can change it accordingly to your image. Usually around 3.5 to 5 radius, somewhere in between is usually quite good. But it all depends on your image, of course. Okay, so we've got this, and some people will just use this as it is. But I like to do a few other little changes to it. So let's go to image, adjustments, and let's go down to curves or Control M. Okay, let's click a dot here and at the top there. So we have two new dots. What we do is basically drag it completely down and then move it across a little to around there, and then let's move this. And what we're doing with this one, we want to match the colour that we had of the high pass originally. Something like that. You have to change these accordingly to your image because you might have a dark image, but if you put those two dots and move it, try to match what the colour or the core colour that you got from your high pass. Then click OK. Then go into again image adjustments, and now let's go on to brightness and contrast. Let's change the contrast quite up. As you can see, it's made it a little bit darker, so what we need to do is to bring it up and lighten it a little. Something like that, 45 and 9. Click OK, and there we go. We're pretty much done. As you can see, it's quite different from the original high pass that we got. It's going to be quite crisp. So what I would do is I usually go on to the blending modes, change it to a hard light, and there we go. You can obviously bring these sliders down to whatever you think is right, but as you can see, look, you're getting some quality back in the nose that you didn't have. The eyes look more popped out, and the hair is improved greatly. You were never going to get, let's say, the quality of the original image. You were never going to get that quality. But if your base is this bad, you need to do something about it, and this is the best method to get any quality back into your image. As you can see, you're getting some skin texture there. You can obviously make this lighter or darker. Just go into the brightness and contrast again and just change the slider accordingly. So there we go. We're pretty much done. As you can see from the original, the blurred one, it's a little bit darker, so we can automatically change that quickly. Just bring it up a little to about 12, and there we go. We're pretty much there, and we've got some quality back into this image that pretty much disappeared. If you notice the hair especially, and the skin texture, as you can see, the hair, you can actually, the definition on the hair is now there. So it's a very quick way of getting some quality back into your image, and to just generally sharpen the image if you have a poor image to start off with. More tutorials coming soon. Peace.